Use these 3 tips to make your next presentation a memorable one. Tip number 1, tell a story. You know, when you give a presentation, your goal isn't simply just to transfer information to the audience. It's to get them to think, to feel, to imagine, and to remember. Now, what helps people to imagine and to remember information more than a great story? So when you tell a story, it doesn't have to be complex or overly detailed. It can be simple, but it has to have meaning and it has to connect to the points of your speech. So when you tell a story, it's really going to help you to stand out and make that information more memorable. Tip number 2, use visuals. And when I say visuals, I'm not talking about using loads of PowerPoint with small words and tiny, hard to read font that take up the whole screen. What I'm talking about is using well-placed, well-timed visuals intentionally that are going to bring your main points to life. So that can be, for example, a photo, an image, a chart, a graph, an infographic with few words but lots of meaning. When you use a visual, it really is going to bring your information to life, and it should be simple, something that's easily seen and easily understood. And when you do that, it'll be easily remembered. Tip number 3, engage the audience. Now, a simple way to engage the audience is by asking rhetorical questions. When you ask a rhetorical question, you get the audience to think more deeply about the information that you're discussing and those main points. And if you can get them to think more deeply, well, it means that they're going to remember the information better. So do your best to ask questions throughout certain parts of your presentation, specifically around those points that you really want to stand out, and that's going to help your information to stick. So there you go, 3 simple tips that you could start using right now, today, to make your presentation more memorable. 1, tell a story. 2, use visuals. And 3, engage the audience by means of rhetorical questions.